Hello, this is the Tales of Mountain Creek Ranch, and I'm Terry Tucker. So there's a tale flying around Mountain Creek Ranch that we really can't claim, we can't tame, we can't ride. It's the tale of a hummingbird, and we have them everywhere here at Mountain Creek Ranch. This time of year is when you hang these hummingbird feeders, and here at the ranch we have them all over the place because hummingbirds are amazing creatures, and it's probably the littlest tail we've got running around the ranch. So hummingbirds, I find them to be amazing because every year they migrate thousands of miles. Now, if we have a hummingbird here all spring and summer, he's not going to fly, or she's not going to fly as far in the winter as those that are from Alaska and Canada. Those birds can migrate over 3,000 miles a year. And what's amazing, most birds that migrate to the south in the winter, they will go around big, huge bodies of water because they need to stop and rest. So they'll follow kind of a land pattern, but not hummingbirds. Hummingbirds look at those big, wide, vast bodies of water in the ocean and go, I got this. They can fly 500 miles without stopping. I think that's amazing when you also think about how little they actually are. So I love to have hummingbirds at my house. I love to see hummingbirds here at the ranch. And so I have a red feeder because hummingbirds are naturally attracted to the color red. Now, it's not true that they only go to red flowers, but they do prefer red over any other color. One of the things to remember, however, is there's a huge argument about this in the hummingbird world. Should we put red dye or buy that red dye food from the store? The answer is no. The red dye honestly can hurt hummingbirds. It can make them weak, and they can end up not processing that red dye color, and it's not good for them. What is good for them is just plain old water and sugar. It's 4 parts water, 1 part white granulated sugar. Now, one time I was trying to get creative and I thought, well, wouldn't honey work, or wouldn't that turbinado unbleached sugar be better? The truth of the matter is that brown sugar, honey, turbinado, those types of sugars, they get rancid faster. And you can't do that. You have to have that white processed sugar that doesn't turn so fast, because a rancid nectar can make a hummingbird pretty sick. So it's a great day to sit on the porch, and I'm excited to get this baby hung up and maybe sit out here and swing and see if a few birds would come my way. But there is kind of an issue because this is a new area for us to hang a bird feeder. And hummingbirds have amazing memories. They can go all the way to South Mexico, come all the way back, and know exactly where they got food last year. So it's not a great idea to consistently move those feeders. They have great memories and they have amazing eyesight. So they kind of look around and see what changes have happened, and then they'll decide if that's where they want to eat. They would prefer actually to eat real nectar out of flowers than they would this, but they'll settle for this when there aren't a lot of flowers around. So one of the things I like to do is I like to have hanging baskets next to my bird feeders. And that way the hummingbirds can come and enjoy the actual nectar, but there's a little bit extra if they didn't get full. I think when I think about the hummingbirds and their incredible eyesight and their incredible memory and how they like routine and they like tradition, little tiny movements by little tiny creatures are a big deal, and it's important to watch and to see what they're doing. I guess you could say, in this case, size doesn't matter. It's important to make decisions that are helpful to them to live the kind of lives and habits that they're accustomed to. Cultures aren't any different. We can't come in every day and move things around. We can't come in and make huge changes and expect our people to go, oh great, that's awesome, thanks for doing that. We have to be aware that sometimes change can be disruptive. Sometimes change can interfere with habits. Sometimes change is good, but sometimes change for the sake of change is not good. Thank you for the lessons learned from those hummingbirds, the smallest tail at Mountain Creek Ranch. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We'd love to have you there. We'll see you next week.